reason I'm stopping you, man, is your tag's all covered up and I can't read it. Hey, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
These are moments when cops got saved by their partners. First, let's see the time an officer had to make a near-perfect shot to save his partner's life.
No! He's covering my gun!
On July 1st, 2019, the Athens Clark County Police Department responded to a 911 call about a man waving a knife in public and disrupting peace. When the two cops first arrived at the scene, they had no idea they were going to be dealing with a mentally unstable and unpredictable man who would be impossible to reason with.
Put the knife down, please! No! Oh, there he is.
Central Center.
Put the knife down.
Put the knife down!
Put the knife down.
Knife down!
Put it
Put
down.
the knife down!
I've got one.
Put the knife down!
Put the
Put it
knife
down.
down.
Put it down!
Put
the
it
knife
down.
down, sir! Hey, back up. Put the
He's not complying to command.
Put the
Central's coming
knife
at us with a
down.
knife.
knife down!
Knife down.
Knife down! Put the knife down, sir, please. Put the knife down.
Put it down, man. Please.
We can help you out, man.
We can help you.
We
please.
can help you. Move.
Put it down.
Put the knife down.
Put it
No,
down.
no.
The man boldly walked up to them with a knife in hand, ignoring all their orders to put his weapon down. He continued to push them back till they reached the highway, where he suddenly started running up to one of the officers.
Put the knife down, please. No. Put the knife. Shots fired, Central. Shots fired. Put the knife. Hands on your back.
Hands behind your back.
No. Get on the
Get on the
ground.
ground.
No.
The officer made the snap decision to open fire and shot him several times, but it wasn't enough to keep the suspect down. He got up, still not willing to surrender, and then made one last reckless move, attacking the officer who shot him and taking him hostage.
Tase him. No.
He's covering my gun. Oh God.
He grabbed my gun.
Hey, you good? You good? You good?
The partner reportedly tried to reach for his taser, but the situation quickly grew too dangerous as the suspect tried to snatch the hostage officer's gun, leaving his partner no choice but to use lethal force against him. As a result, the suspect, who was later identified as 23-year-old Aaron Hong, died at the scene before the medics could arrive. No details about Aaron's motives have been released to the public since, but it was ultimately ruled that the officers had to use self-defense to protect their lives. In the next case, another officer was saved from a hostage situation by his partner after a wheelchair-bound defendant snatched his gun. On October 26, 2021, 55-year-old Fredrick Goss was being escorted by a correction officer to his trial at the Jefferson County Courthouse. Goss was on trial for armed robbery and exchanging gunfire with the police, during which he was seriously injured and had to use a wheelchair. However, his temporary disability did not stop him from staging an ambush on the officer following the court protocol. Taking the officer by surprise, Goss managed to snatch his gun after a long struggle, but his victory was short-lived as his legs couldn't carry him too far, and the officer's partner arrived at the scene just in time. When Goss fell to the ground, he still tried to seek cover behind the officer. Realizing he had no way out, Goss immediately threw the gun to surrender and was placed in jail after getting medical aid. Luckily, neither of the officers were harmed, and Goss was sentenced to 40 years in prison for his armed robbery case and an additional 50 years for trying to disarm the officer and using his gun to escape. In the next case, a corrupt officer OD'd on seized and only lived to tell the tale thanks to his partner's help. On October 24th, 2023, Sacramento Sheriff's Deputy Marvin Morales confiscated drugs from a suspect on the streets, but he had no intentions to dispose of them. Instead, he planned to have some fun with the seized contraband, unaware that this fun would almost cost him his life.
Wake up, bro! Morales!
What is this? What exactly is this?
Pistol?
Pistol?
After confiscating the drugs, Officer Morales returned to the sheriff's office and went into the bathroom, where he was soon discovered lying unconscious by another officer who ran to get help as fast as he could. The officer who discovered Morales immediately noticed the signs of drug overdose and ran to his car to get Narcan, hoping that it was not too late.
Morales! Wake up, bro! Morales! Yes, where my car's at? Where's Narcan applied? He's coming too.
The officer gave Morales Narcan nasal spray to fight against the effects of the narcotics while shouting for help. Soon, more officers arrived at the location and dragged Officer Morales out to the corridor, where they monitored his condition until the medics arrived.
Hey, Morales! Hey, drag him out! Drag him out! Drag him out! Drag him out! Hey, first Narcan's applied already.
Respiration. Okay. Out of consciousness the whole time. So you guys got any history of drug use or anything? No, we found a meth pipe.
After this incident, an internal probe was launched against Deputy Morales, and it was discovered that he was a chronic drug user. He had also lied to the police department about disposing of a glass pipe that he took home and smoked from it. For his serious crimes, Morales was terminated and decertified in February 2024. In the next case, a lone cop got trapped in the basement of an erratic killer and was rescued after his squad arrived to back him up. On April 5th, 2019, Henry County Police dispatched a team of 3 officers to rescue a woman named Sandra White, who was spotted unresponsive in her garage. Once the officers confirmed seeing Sandra inside, they decided to enter the house using force, but they were not prepared for what was going to happen next.
232 radio. Blood in the driveway, females visible inside, unresponsive. We're about to force entry. You ready, Foster?
When Officer Webb kicked the door down and entered the house, he was shot by Anthony Bailey, Sandra's boyfriend. Officer Webb's partners immediately began rushing towards the door as they heard the gunshots, but they did not expect the man inside to open fire at them too.
Shots fired, shots fired. He's on the no, don't go around. He's on
Shots fired here, right here. Shots fired.
I'm hearing shots fired.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
244, also been busy now.
While the officers outside retreated and called for backup, Officer Webb crawled to the garage to keep himself safe, where he found Sandra's dead body. In the meantime, his dropped body cam recorded Anthony further escalating the situation by informing the cops that he had Sandra's 16-year-old son hostage.
No
Don't come in here. Do not come in here. I got a lot of shots.
Yes, sir.
I got a lot of shots. 30 shots. I got a hostage. I got a hostage.
Luckily, the backup police force arrived there quickly and engaged Anthony, giving Officer Webb's partner a chance to break him out of the garage.
Pull the chain, Will. Pull the chain. Go, come on, Will. Go, cut.
Both the injured officers were transported to Grady Memorial Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and they recovered after successful surgery. The suspect, Anthony, was found dead due to a self-inflicted gunshot wound after a 15-hour-long standoff with the police. The police concluded that Anthony turned violent when his pregnant girlfriend Sandra tried breaking up with him and ended up killing her and her teenage son before taking his life. In the next video, an officer was saved from a potentially deadly ambush attack by his loyal canine partner. On the night of November 2nd, 2014, a police officer on patrol duty spotted a pickup truck with an unreadable license plate. The truck stopped in a narrow, isolated road after seeing the police car, but as the officer got out to talk to the driver, he had no idea that he was walking straight into a trap.
The reason I'm stopping you, man, is your tag's all covered up and I can't read it. Okay. Why don't you sit back here with me real fast? No, I didn't need to do that, okay? Hey, let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! I'm not going to tell you again! Just fire! Take the 13! Take the left down here! I got one gunshot! Dog's trying with the mouth! Let me see your hands! Drop the weapon! Drop the weapon!
While the driver seemed cooperative at first, the officer saw him trying to reach for his gun just as his co-passenger exited the car through the other door. The officer quickly pressed a button on his belt, which remotely opened the door of his vehicle, releasing his canine partner, Blue. This split-second decision would save his life. Blue tackled the passenger and dragged him away from the road, while the officer, completely in sync with his canine, opened fire at the driver when he pulled out his gun. Neither the officer nor his canine partner suffered any injuries, and their video is now used as the golden standard to train canine handlers throughout the country on how to respond to such situations. In the next case, one wrong move could have been the end of this police officer's life.
Get off, baby!
On October 9th, 2021, Senior Constable Rowan Baldham and Constable William Ringen stopped a teenager in Warrnambool, Australia for not wearing a mask despite the COVID-19 lockdown. Instead of complying with the law, the teenager called 50-year-old Stephen Cleary for backup, and at that moment, the officers didn't have any idea that this was going to be the most traumatizing day of their jobs.
You go home quickly. Pick up your bag and go.
No,
Mate, you'll be tased.
You get back now. You get back from me now.
You'll be tased. Get your hand off him.
The man showed up armed with a metal baseball bat to free the teenager, and while the officers confronted him, the reckless teen tried to snatch Officer Ringen's gun, escalating the situation.
Boarding up!
Get back now or you'll be tased.
You'll be tased.
Get back.
Go and get me now.
Get down now or you'll be tased.
Gun grab! Oh! Get off, baby! Get back! Get back now!
As Officer Ringen tried to stop the teenager from taking his gun, Cleary suddenly attacked Officer Baldham. Officer Ringen eventually managed to push Cleary away, but Baldham already sustained multiple head injuries.
Get! Ah! Put that down! Get back!
Yes, call for help. 113, code 9.
Despite losing his bat, Cleary wasn't done and he picked up one of the officer's taser guns. Officer Ringen managed to disarm him before he could shoot. Officer Baldum quickly rushed to his partner's aid and helped him subdue Cleary on the ground while he screamed about being the king of Australia.
Gentlemen, I am the king. Gentlemen, I am the king.
Put your hands behind your back.
Take your hands off me. I am the king.
Put your hands behind your back.
You are a Roman dog. This is an act of war.
Cleary pleaded guilty to all charges against himself in the court, but owing to his mental illness that made him delusional, the court sentenced him for a mere 3 years and 2 months. He was also ordered to pay $75,000 in compensation to Officer Baldum, who had to undergo specialized surgery. This incident that almost cost the life of Officer Baldum left both the cops traumatized. In the next case, a police officer had to be saved after accidentally lighting himself and his suspect on fire. On February 27th, 2022, a team of law enforcement officers from Osceola County, including Deputy David Crawford, attempted to arrest 26-year-old biker Jean Barreto, who matched the description of a suspect wanted for traffic violations and brandishing a gun. Officer Crawford was the first one to tackle Barreto while he was at a gas station, but he would soon regret being so proactive.
Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the fucking ground! Don't move! Don't move now! Don't move! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Hey, kill the pump! Kill the pump! Give me your hand! Give me your fucking hand! You're gonna get tased again, dude! Get your hands down! Do it now! Oh, shit! Hey, get my life! Get my life! Get my life! Get my life! Let me down! Let me down!
Though John Barreto was fully subdued by the police team, Officer Crawford felt it necessary to tase him to keep him down. That was his biggest mistake, as he failed to calculate the risks of using high-voltage current in a place filled with highly flammable gas, setting himself and Barreto on fire.
Sending bodywork down in 30 seconds.
The other officers quickly rolled Crawford on the ground, putting out the fire and easing his pain. The suspect suffered even worse, with 75% of his body being covered in second and third degree burns that cost him over $7 million to get treated. His lawyers filed a criminal lawsuit of culpable negligence against Officer Crawford. The court declared him not guilty in November 2024. However, Barreto and his lawyer have continued their legal pursuit by filing an ongoing civil lawsuit against the officer for excessive use of force. The next case took a disastrous turn when 2 police officers fell into an icy cold pond while trying to rescue a teenager. On January 18th, 2019, Toledo police officers responded to a 911 call about 17-year-old David Lewis, who had accidentally fallen into a frozen pond.
Oh, it's cracking. Listen.
As Officer Brian O'Connell threw the rescue can towards Lewis, the thin ice under his feet suddenly cracked, plunging him into freezing cold water. The other officers quickly came to his aid, but they also underestimated how weak the ice under them was, causing another officer to fall into the icy water.
Hold the rope. Hold the rope. Hold the rope. Hold the rope, Brian. Yeah. Oh, shit. Hold it. Oh, my God. Hold on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I can't move, dude. All right. I can't move. All right. Get up on the shore.
Thankfully, the third officer managed to pull both of them quickly, but the person they were supposed to rescue was still struggling for his life with each passing minute, increasing the chances of serious damage.
coming. That's it. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Hold on.
Good job. Good job.
From the engine.
Right here. Sorry, buddy. Come on. Come on, it's gonna go. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Keep going.
Grab a hold, buddy. Okay.
There you go. Fight for it, buddy.
Oh, everybody move.
Come on.
Luckily, the fire and rescue team arrived on the scene shortly, finally pulling Lewis out of the freezing water without any major injuries. Lewis and the officers were then taken to the hospital, where they got treated for exposure to cold weather, where they luckily made a quick recovery. In the next case, a police officer accidentally got exposed to dangerous narcotics and only survived thanks to his partner's quick actions.
My hands are really shaky. It's alright. He was testing out. He walked over, so he's lightheaded and basically passed out.
On August 10th, 2023, Flagler County Sheriff's Office dispatched 2 deputies to address 911 calls about a reckless driver who had fled a hit and run in the city of Bontel. The deputies found the car stopped by the roadside and arrested the driver on DUI charges. While inspecting his car for drugs, one of the officers got exposed to a powder and suddenly started experiencing some really worrying symptoms.
I just got really lightheaded.
You did?
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Call EMS. Have a seat.
Primary.
Hey, take it of it. It's not gonna hurt you if it's not it. Here. See your nose, man. Look up. Breathe in. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in.
The powder, which turned out to be fentanyl, triggered a panic attack in Officer Nick Hoosier, and he quickly headed to his car to alert his partner about his extreme dizziness. His partner, Officer Gaddy, immediately called the emergency medical services and then gave him Narcan nasal spray to stop the drug's effects, but he showed no sign of recovery.
Can you open one real quick?
What else?
Stay awake on me, alright? Ambulance is right up the road. Take to it.
Both of my left hand's holding them.
You ready? Breathe in. Breathe in.
When a bystander approached the officers to offer them some water, Officer Hoosier's symptoms started worsening, and he felt his hands go numb. A second shot of Narcan didn't do anything to help either, but luckily, the EMS finally arrived.
Working. Nah. My hands are really shaky. It's alright. He was testing out. He walked over, so he's lightheaded and basically passed out.
Probably needing more LEO.
Officer Hoosier was taken to the emergency room by the EMS, and he soon made a full recovery. In the next case, 2 officers bravely fought against a serial criminal who opened fire at them during a traffic stop. On August 30th, 2021, Deputy Brian Potters and Deputy Tyler Toman of Brevard County stopped a vehicle in West Melbourne as part of a routine traffic stop. While 2 of the passengers came out to talk to the officers, the third one stayed inside with a blanket-wrapped baby in his arms. When Officer Potters called the man outside, he did not expect the man to reveal he was holding a rifle.
Okay.
Shit!
As soon as the man got out, he started firing, forcing the officers and the civilians to flee. Officer Potters got shot in the leg, but he and Officer Toman returned fire, forcing the shooter to hide behind his car. The The officers failed to notice the shooter circling behind their car and appearing behind them. Luckily, his gun got jammed and he could not shoot the officers from behind, so he used it as a club to attack Officer Potters instead. Officer Toman took only a few seconds to reload his gun and then opened fire on the assailant repeatedly, killing him on the spot and saving his partner. The assailant was later identified as 38-year-old Paris Wilder from Cocoa, who had been arrested 40 times in his life and was wanted on 2 felony charges at the time of the incident. The Brevard County Sheriff strongly supported his officer's actions, saying that Wilder got exactly what he deserved for putting innocent lives in danger throughout his life of crime.